This past weekend, we sent an email out about Cobra 3 and how it works on all stock indexes. We took a look at E-mini S&P. We are now in MultiCharts, and I want to show you the results of the one in the E-mini S&P, Nasdaq, E-mini Dow, going back 5 years. So here is the report on the E-mini S&P. 26,750, 15,687 long, 11,000 on the short. You'll notice that the long trades tend to do better. The drawdown on the long side is only 1,200, while the drawdown on the short side is 2175. And look at the equity curve. I like this equity curve better. You can see the drawdown, really low drawdown. These results don't include slippage and commission, but you can see the average trade profit here is $60 total in this variation, going back 5 years, and $80 on the long side, $44 on the short side. So looking at all these stats and all these stock indexes, the long side is better than the short side. And so I'm going to take a look at this strategy overall and go back and see what I can do, because the long and short signals are exactly the same but opposite. So just basically reverse the rules from long to short. And the market works differently on the short side. So I'm just going to see if there's a way to get into short trades quicker. Long trades take a longer time to develop. And so I haven't revised this strategy since 2009, 7 years old. Good walk forward results. Is originally designed on the 5-minute chart, but I found that on the 15-minute chart it works over a wide variety of stock indexes. So next we're going to look at the E-mini Nasdaq. Pull that one up. Here's the equity curve for the E-mini Nasdaq. The performance, you see $20,000, 9 and 10. A little bit better on the short side as far as net profit, but the drawdown is smaller on the long side. The average trade profit is still a little bit bigger on the long side on the Nasdaq. So there you go. You see the results on the Nasdaq, and a good equity curve as well for the last 5 years. And the E-mini Dow, let me pull that one up. Here you see the results. The long trades are definitely much better than the short trades. The short trades are actually a net loser. The parameters for these are all the same except the point value. There's a point value that looks at the average range, and that point value that I keep using is around 0.1%. So I could probably adjust that parameter instead of a fixed value of 2 for the S&P, 4 for the Nasdaq, and 16 for the Dow. I could probably just make that 1.1% of the current close and gets very similar results. And so that's also something that I may change. The equity curve is a little bit choppier, but still a pretty low drawdown. The trade analysis, definitely better on the long side. $49 average trade profit, negative on the short side. So the long trades are definitely better on these markets. Next, we'll look at the E-mini Russell. And pull that one up. We've got the E-mini Russell, the E-mini, we've got the DAX and the DAX as well, and the FESX. So here's the E-mini Russell. It's a popular market, fast-moving market. I tested this further back, and it had really good results as well. Don't have time to show that right now, but I can show you more results on the 5-minute and other variations of this. More trades. These only take 1 trade per day, but if you increase the number of trades or go down to 5 minutes or add 1 more rule, sometimes these get better. So performance summary, 22,000 on the long side. The drawdown is smaller on the long side. Here's the short side, 13,000 with a $5,000 drawdown. The trade analysis is average trade profit 57 on the long side, 38 on the short side. And again, this is not the best variation for the E-mini Russell, but it was the one that was closest. Well, it's the one that matched the other strategies, the same parameters. And so you see the results there. Next is the DAX, and you see the results here. 113,000 euros. See, how far do I have this going back? So for the DAX, I have this going back to 2005. And let's take a look at the equity curve. And you see 2 periods of really nice equity curves here, and then this long extended drawdown of about $20,000 and 400 trades, I believe. And then it's been straight up since. Really low drawdowns in this time frame. 4,000 euros at the most since about 2011, 2010, and Obviously, the market, I say it's better on the long side. This market has been moving up. The trend has been up. So a lot of times, if the trend is up, long trades are obviously better than short trades, even on a day trade basis. And so you see the results here for the DAX. And this could be improved with the money management algorithm. If you take a look, what's interesting about this, though, is if you trade long only, and this is definitely a, something that I would like to improve is the short side. $126 average trade profit on the long side, 68 on the short side. The performance shows that on the long side it makes 69,000 euros with the drawdown. Max strategy drawdown is only $5,000. So if you take the long trades, you've got an excellent strategy here with the DAX Cobra 3. On the short trades, 44,000 and $24,000 drawdown. So the short side definitely needs to be, taken a look at, and maybe change the rules a little bit so that the short side trades a little bit differently than the long side, instead of them just both trading the same way by default. Just to make sure that we like to do that to make the long side and the short side trade the same, so it doesn't appear to be over optimized. But we know it's within fact that the short side does trade differently, and so biasing it that way is the truth, and it's not a curve fitting process necessarily. And that's the DAX, the Euro Stoxx. One other note about the Eurex markets: for about a month out of the year, we're out of sync with Europe. And these use the market internals such as the advancers and decliners, and that's the only hang up. So for about a month out of the year, it's hard to get these trades set up properly to match the past, because everything's off by an hour, and then it throws off what your historical test was. And so it's a tricky scenario. So know that going in, that when we're out of sync on daylight savings time, which is a total of about a month out of the year, it's going to generate different results. Here's the Eurex. Long trades, once again, are better. A very low drawdown. There's not a lot that I'm just talking about Euro Stoxx, not Eurex. Euro Stoxx trades on the Eurex, but there's not a lot that happens really. $26 on the long side. Average trade profit. Eurex is attractive. I'm just keep saying the Eurex. The Euro Stoxx, which is traded on the Eurex, is attractive because it appears to be low risk. But it also has a low range and low point value, and it's hard to get a decent average trade profit on a day trade strategy for the Euro Stoxx. And so that is the Cobra 3 update. Very nice results on the long side on 15-minute charts for all of these. And so my special offer for the year-long lease still exists, and I want to show you that. Yesterday we sent out this video, and you see the special offer down below. You get the annual lease for all of these. Normally you only get the Cobra 3 in just one market per annual lease, but I'm opening this up to any stock index that you want, and for a full year, so you have that opportunity to trade these and get any updates that we have. If we update the short side, if I find anything new on the short side, or you can just bias it and trade long only. And that's the update. I want to show you that in MultiCharts. Once again, the data is delayed. I have a delayed TradeStation platform in the background that's supplying this data to MultiCharts, and so you don't see the updated streaming data going in there today. But those results are good in the past, and so that's the update I want to share with you. Let me know if you have any questions.